Uh, Hello, welcome today. We're going to have an interview with Andrea and Anthony. First of all, I would like to welcome you and very pleased to have you here. It's a great honor. Um,
Thank
uh,
you, thank you, thank
yeah,
you. Thank you for having us.
we've been having in the Zeptagram community. We have been reading a lot about you the last weeks here because your new collaboration with them. I would like you to start. I don't know which one of you will start, but you can introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, well, we are A2. I'm Andre, and the other A is Anthony. And we're a producer duo from Los Angeles, California, also working as artist developers, amongst other things. I mean, we do quite a few things, but we
Yeah.
started this game as producers.
Okay.
And how we were introduced to Zeptagram and everything is also through our work as songwriters and producers
Yeah.
with, some interesting people.
Yeah. For those who don't know this, me myself, I like music, of course, but I'm not that. I don't know a lot about it because I'm just almost all the time an investor. But like, what is a producer? Is it the people who make the music, or is it that what are you? What is it?
You
It's
want to?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like it's a 90%. 90% of it is therapy,
Yeah.
but it's being a therapist for artists. But no, the producer. It's very similar to um, a movie production, if you will,
Okay.
in the sense of and everyone's going to have a different opinion. I think about what a producer is, but I think it's the person that's driving the vision, the person that holds the vision, and supports that vision all the way through, you know, whatever instrumentation or technical specifications or whatever it is. And we model ourselves after what we think, and based on our conversations with him, Quincy Jones, how he would do it today, kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Um, in terms of you do what's best for the song, and so the producer is kind of the person that drives that message and drives that all the way through to the song being completed, using resources, hopefully the best mixers and masterers and songwriters and instrumentalists and things like that. So you're kind of like the point person.
Okay. One quick question about how did you start with the music? Was it like a flash from above, or did you like from the beginning of your childhood felt that this is what I want to do?
Hmm. Well, music was very natural, but I didn't necessarily choose it more than it chose me.
Okay.
And it was a very soft landing, if you will. It
Yeah.
wasn't a very hard decision. It was just, I
Yeah.
kept following music
Yeah.
and it kept making pretty good choices.
Yeah. Okay. Was
If
it
you
this?
understand.
Yeah, I understand. Is it the same for you, Anthony?
Pretty much. My story is a little different. I got started a little later professionally in the sense of I grew up playing a lot of instruments and singing and doing things like that, but I was always told that music was a hobby and not necessarily a career choice.
Yeah.
Uh, and I believed that for a long time, and then I jumped into corporate America for a little while, but I was still doing music on the side, kind of thing. And then after 9/11, I decided to just, life is too short, and made a jump
Yeah.
and went for it. And I made up for lost time. And I met this guy. So it was great in
Yeah.
the sense of it's been an interesting story. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes good things happens when bad things happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One door closes, another one opens.
Yeah. How did you eventually get in touch with this crypto world and NFTs?
Well, a mutual friend of ours in Zeptagram heard about some of the things Zeptagram was doing,
Yeah.
and they were looking for collaborators, and they connected us, and we were very interested, and still remain interested in the NFT space and in this new world that's being created. So when we met with Christina at Zeptagram and got a better understanding of what it is they were trying to accomplish, we thought that they'd be great partners to try something new in this new space.
Yeah, because the crypto world is now easy peasy. I've actually learned myself for a couple of years now, and I'm only scratching the surface. So it must have been nice to talk to someone who's connected to it.
Well, not only connected to it, but someone that you can trust
Yeah,
to kind of put a deal together that protects everybody in a way of we want to do what's best for everybody involved.
yeah,
So it was very comforting in that sense, where we don't feel taken advantage of,
yeah,
or that someone's trying to take advantage of us. We have someone that's going to guide us through this space and treat us fairly. And as creatives, that's really what you're looking for, right? The creative community has gone for so many years um, and not necessarily being treated fairly
yeah.
on the back end.
Yeah, I've read a lot about that. The fairness is a key part.
Yeah,
Uh,
so it's very, it's nice to have someone that's kind of in the mix with you in a way that we're going to all win in a balanced way.
yeah, perfect. Uh, After you done this collaboration, have you got any response? How has it felt after? Has anyone called you? Oh, you nice, you're in the NFT now, or something like that?
Yeah, well, we're getting calls and questions more so people want to know what it is
Yeah,
that we're doing. Not like press wise, but just text messages from friends that have, maybe seen a press release or something like that,
yeah,
where people want to know if this is a viable opportunity. And the messaging, that we send back is that it's brand new, it's a new space. We're taking a chance as well, and let's see what happens. And we're cautiously optimistic that this will be a mutual win.
yeah. Can you tell us about something? How did, was there some major decision making to participate with your music on Zeptagram? You have already touched it a little bit, the trust and all of this, but were there one specific point, like how did you decide this?
In terms of
Yeah, I know. Was there any specific thing that made you want to go to the NFT and crypto world? Is there a
ah
main point like it's a new
well, I mean,
industry, or I like it because it's cool or something?
right. No, I think for me it's a matter of owning, and we're watching this moment happen,
Yeah,
right? It's happening real time. We're seeing, you know I see a meme sometimes where there's a clown, right? And then
yeah,
and it says, "This is me going to work today while some 18-year-old just sold a JPEG for $3 million."
yeah,
You know, that,
yeah,
that kind of thing.
yeah,
I think that this was an opportunity for us to merge our creative sensibilities with a team that had NFT sensibilities in a way that makes sense.
yeah,
Um,
yeah,
and again, like I said, we're cautiously optimistic and hopeful
yeah,
that nothing but good will come out of it.
yeah. It's the same for me. I'm gonna shortly explain why I like this, and I see if you agree. Because, like you said, that there's a teenager selling a picture for 3 million. But I don't know how long that will last. But I think it will be a successful thing, this with a NFT. But for the music, you will have this more long-term ownership. Like you actually get some rewards if the song's getting good. So
Right.
as an investor, I see that as a much more a lucrative business, that you can actually own a percent of a very good song, or you can put the money in a new artist that you think this is exciting. I would like to bet some money on this song, and
Right.
hopefully it will be like a really big hit, and then you will make some serious money. So
That would be the idea. I
yeah,
mean, I think there's been some artists who are able to leverage their brand names and popularity to do, one-off deals. I see things in the pipeline. I read things in the trade. Um, there's definitely something there. I
Yeah.
don't know how it's going to flush out ultimately from a value perspective.
No.
Uh, but I think there's definitely, if it's working with visual art, it should work with audio art as well.
Yeah. Especially, I think it could be a nice combined thing. The artist sell royalty rights and also the cover for the album or something like that. You know, they combine this. I think that would be a nice thing.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah. So, just quick question about your careers. Which songs or maybe some event in your career are you most proud of?
Hmm, that's a good
You have a
question.
lot of a lot to choose between, I know, but is there some moment in your music career or that you really this is something I'm really proud of?
Okay, hold on. I'm thinking. Just jump in, Anthony, if
Yeah,
you remember yours first.
I mean, it's weird because in some ways I feel like we're just getting started.
yeah,
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 it's
yeah,
tricky because we're looking forward so much.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm super proud of the time that I spent with Will,
yeah,
learning from literally one of the greatest ever to do it, and you know, being uh, associated with him in a creative way in the work that we did. That's something I'm very proud of.
yeah,
Especially having gotten a late start,
yeah,
in my career. So I was able to kind of cover some ground quickly. Um, yeah, so that was definitely a time. And I'm proud of obviously the single that I have with Brittany is something that I'm super proud of.
yeah,
She's an amazing human, and I think the world is just really getting to see um, who she is without it being so heavily managed from a perception.
yeah,
I mean, she's the kind of artist that's always had so many people around her telling us what to think of what we see, and now she's coming to us directly through Instagram and getting to know her fans very directly.
yeah.
Uh,
Been a
so
big change around her, and for the good, for the better.
yeah, exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. So I'm proud of everything, but I'm most excited really about the future and how um, we'll be able to play in this NFT space moving
yeah,
forward.
yeah. It's very exciting times, and I'm really glad you have joined the journey. I'm loading up with with coins to invest in your songs actually. So
That's cool.
yeah, I want to be a part of this because they're extremely. Personally, I really like some of your music, so I will put some money in those.
Wow,
Well,
that's
thank
great to
you.
hear.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
I have a question about your thoughts about crypto and NFTs. You have summed up pretty good already, Anthony. But Andre, do you have something to add to that? What do you think about crypto and NFTs?
no, I think it's super exciting. Like we've talked about, it really is the future, and we don't necessarily know anything about that yet, but it just sounds so exciting, like you've said, to
Yeah,
be able to take part in something that somebody else owns in a brand new way, but you can also create revenue, you can also
yeah,
create momentum at the same time.
yeah,
You can create waves as fans. If everybody goes through social media, buys one sort of new indie artist, and that person can really blow up this way. So
yeah,
I mean, there's just so many, and this is just one angle
yeah.
and perspective. So yeah,
Yeah, there are endless possibilities, I think, in this world for the
yeah,
NFTs. Yeah,
yeah, and
yeah,
it feels also like more people can actually benefit from one single thing, which
exactly.
might be a good thing for the future, that we all work together, you know.
Yeah, you sums it up pretty good there. And now my final question. How are your plans? Are you planning to release more NFTs? Or
Well,
is that a secret?
I think we're going to see how this goes, but we
Yeah,
definitely have some conversations um, we definitely have some conversations that are taking place behind the scenes with some unreleased material, that we want to understand how we can take advantage of what's happening to, we want to get ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's nice to hear. You have an open mind, and yeah, thank you so much for the time. It's
Well,
been very
thank you.
nice to talk to you, and
You
we
too.
hope that this will actually be the future, and that we will see a lot of songs from you here in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Sounds good.
we hope the same thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Bye. You
Bye.
have a good night. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.